opposition party in this state, and they want to ensure that we do not stand. It won't work, and they will continue to resist them at all levels. This is just a show of shame. The thing of shame that the APC will reduce to the Secretariat that is barely a month old. It's a thing of shame, and they will be resisted vehemently. So I want to know what they will be saying. The government should release a statement, the party should release a statement denying that they are not the ones, but we know the source. As you can see, we are live.
The transmission line is a super highway. For generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning. And that is why Solomon Dalong, the former minister to this Bukwari, the former sport minister, who was with the Daily Trust this afternoon, was talking about the impunity of this APC, Bekebe. Then he was referring to the current travails of Malamu, the former minister of injustice, who is now standing trial for terrorism, as well as corruption, 2 different cases. So to Dalong, he believes that if tomorrow court grants Malamu bail and then he declared back his support for Tifnumbu, this whole thing, this whole case, everything will disappear. And I don't think it's wrong, by the way.
Now having Malami been dramatized. What of the great people whose corrupt practices are sitting comfortable in Tinubu's government? The Senate president was arrested by Magu, the former chairman of the EFCC, who took homologous sum of dollars recovered from his house.
Allegedly.
When we saw, allegedly, because he's still having this benefit of doubt. Why is he not prosecuted? Why? What has happened to the case of Dr. Edu Beta, who in 6 months as Minister of Humanitarian Affairs is accused of being unable to account for 72 billion. What has happened to that case? Why are we dramatizing Malami and his son?
But I think it's beyond drama. It's beyond drama.
It's a real drama. Because if it is not drama,
why are you saying it's drama?
Let us have the whole corrupt people, even those ones sitting in the National Assembly comfortably, all of them assembled and prosecuted. We'll know that the war against corruption has started.
They have to start somewhere.
No, now, they started somewhere. It was started somewhere, but it was abandoned because it wasn't convenient to the current regime. That's why they are now selected.
Why was it not convenient?
It was not convenient because those people had at least fulfilled what my friend, former comrade, Senator Oshomole said. Anybody who jump into APC, his sins are forgiven, and he can sit in an aircraft with a lady and be massaging her leg. That's what he said.
You think if Malami were in APC?
No, but you will not hear anything. If Malami is granted bail today and joined APC, this case is dead. You will not hear. Now having Malami.
I'm not going to say he's lying, right? Because a lot of them have had the same opportunity where their corruption cases have suddenly, right, either unheard again, just hanging in the balance, inconclusive, or completely withdrawn. And they have, they've gone on to go and they're probably like a steal more. Dalong is still talking.
The financials list released to President Muhammadu Buhari by the United Arab Emirates, the list released to this government by General Chani of Chad. Where are the financials? Why are we having only Malami? We should have had Malami arranged alongside these financials. And I'm tempted to ask, so his son also refused to advise his father to prosecute the financials. That's why he's also arranged alongside.
Maybe the issue of failure to arrange the financial is just one aspect of it. But you know, they are also accusing him of acquiring wealth illegally.
Those charges are before another judge, and he has been granted bail in those charges. As an advocate of transparency and anti-corruption, I don't stand in for anybody accused of corruption. Even if Solomon Dalon today is accused of corruption, I should be handcuffed and tried, because that is what the law says. But what I will not accept is selective justice, selective prosecution. We're now having Malami being dramatized. What of the great people whose corrupt practices are sitting comfortably in Tinubu's government? The Senate president was arrested by Magu, the former chairman of EFCC, who took homologous sum of dollars recovered from his house.
Allegedly.
When we saw, allegedly, because he's still having this.
He's not lying. He's not lying. But again, just be in their camp. That's all you need. Just be in their camp, and you won't have to like worry. And the idea of a state capture, which is currently being practiced in Nigeria, is to ensure that the status quo remains. So if it is not broken, why are you changing it? If it works for them in 2023, why do you think they want to change it in 2027? Do you get what I mean? Or people can actually force their hand. Unfortunately, that is pretty much like expected to be seen. Because Nigerians will be all over the place complaining, lamenting, and all that. Only a few people will show up. They are currently saying that Occupy National Assembly to make sure that mandating the electronic transmission of election results is included in this supposed new electoral act amended. So you will see people all over the place talk about it, right? But when it is time to actually really kick at the National Assembly, force their hands, the number won't be really that intimidating enough, fortunately. So in Lagos, a bus driver seemed to have lost his bus simply because he refused to pay or to bribe an Agbero out. And the next thing was for him to set the bus ablaze in broad daylight.
Jesus! Now come collect money. You won't collect 5K. I go ask you what I do.
You know, Philip, they said that the new tax law is to stop the illegal taxation, extortion of Nigerians. So people asked, will the new tax law also protect the drivers, the commercial drivers from the Agberos who are not remitting their money to the government, but to their unions? Nobody answered that, by the way, you know, because the Agberos are there, and if you can't pay them, they can possibly burn your car or destroy the truck, the bus, without any consequence or consequences. Saying that. Now, talking about buses, by the way, in Enugu, a few days ago, their own governor unveiled 2 double-decker buses that they want to be using for state tourism. Meaning, if you go to Enugu State, instead of you just asking where and where you should go, you could easily just jump into one of their tour buses, like this one, and you will be taken to what I believe the historical kind of locations across their state. I saw this 2 days ago.
Ministry of Culture and Tourism. Our tomorrow is indeed here. This is Experience Enugu. Thank you, His Excellency, the Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Ndubi Simba, for this gift to Enugu. Now tourism is taking the center stage and everybody is talking about Enugu. These are the buses, newly procured buses for Enugu State Ministry of Culture and Tourism. Indeed, our tomorrow is here. Thank you so much, His Excellency. We really appreciate you. This will take our tourism to the next level, especially now that we are developing our tourist sites, their home waterfall, the Sude Pyramid and Canopy Walkway, the Ugo Pine Forest with the first zip line in Nigeria, the Ovu Lake Resort, where we are going to have the golf resort, and of course, the Phuket Sandwich and Animal Sanctuary. This is just phase 1 of what we are doing in the tourism sector. More has to come. The Excellency understands the power of tourism. Enugu is leading. Others will follow us. Thank you, Your Excellency.
So African Wahala. The next time you go to Nigeria and you want to go on a tour, you can get on Enugu here. They have Enugu here. So you can jump onto Enugu here and then you can go on the tour bus. And you'll probably have an easy... So a lot of people believe that maintenance will be the problem, right? You may be right. You probably are right. But, I mean... Anyway, thanks so much, everyone, there for your time. So we are still very much battling with this. God knows what actually the YouTube is doing when it comes to people receiving notification that Mayegu is live. And there is another factor too. You see, this changed in time, this 1 hour ahead and all that also it's kind of like messed things up a bit. Okay, so that is coming to an end very soon. But for those of us who are here tonight, don't forget, like the broadcast, hear it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done all of that. Then join me another time when you're free. So thank you so much. You all have a very good night. Odaro.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari ayé bí nàmbà wá. Àní àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Jíjó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà gbówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣeré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́. Ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ